Brock Lesnar is setting the record straight about his early UFC days, revealing how he learned to be a heel to ditch media obligations. We're diving deep into his K1 beginnings and that massive heavyweight title run. Then, the numbers are in for UFC 300 pay-per-view buys, and they might surprise you. We've got the latest on Alex Pereira's incredible heavyweight physique and Diego Sanchez's legal troubles. Get ready for UFC Seattle as Israel Adesanya faces Joe Pyfer in a must-win main event. Plus, Alexa Grasso and Macy Barber go head-to-head in a massive women's flyweight clash. And finally, we're breaking down Alex Pereira's astonishing 250-pound heavyweight transformation ahead of his fight on the White House lawn. Don't miss a second of the action. Hit that like, subscribe, and bell button now.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
I can be in a *** hole when I want to be, Brock Lesnar famously declared, and now he's opening up about his early UFC days. Lesnar revealed on the Spittin' Chiclets podcast that he quickly learned to embrace a heel persona to avoid the grueling media obligations that came with being a UFC star. After leaving WWE in 2004 and a brief stint with the Minnesota Vikings, Lesnar found his way to New Japan Pro Wrestling before K1 came calling for his MMA debut against Kim Min-soo in 2007. He admitted he never expected his UFC journey to explode the way it did, especially not to become UFC champion so quickly. Lesnar recalled his immense confidence heading into his third fight against Randy Couture, a man who had beaten him previously, stating, "You've got to have an alter ego, you've got to have something inside you that makes you believe in order to achieve." The former champ also shared his strategic use of the heel character, explaining, "I discovered real early if I play a heel in the UFC, I don't have to do all the media and stuff." He further elaborated on the mystique surrounding him, noting, "People see the entertainment Brock Lesnar, and they think that's who I am. But it's not who I am, and I don't let people into my circle enough to know." Lesnar's UFC career saw him capture the heavyweight championship in just his third fight, defending it against Frank Mir and Shane Carwin before succumbing to diverticulitis and subsequent losses to Cain Velasquez and Alistair Overeem. Don't go anywhere, because the UFC 300 numbers are about to drop and they might shock you. Next up, we're diving into the latest UFC roster moves and a massive transformation from Alex Pereira. Midnight Mania is here with the latest UFC buzz. UFC 300 pay-per-view buys have been revealed, and the numbers might paint a different picture than expected, showing a potential decline in sales compared to previous years. We also saw Alex Pereira showcasing his massive heavyweight physique, hinting at his future in the division. Meanwhile, UFC veteran Diego Sanchez has been sentenced in a felony shooting case, a somber update for fans. The report also touches on the strategic prowess of fighters like Cyril Gane, the effectiveness of certain MMA techniques, and even revisits iconic moments like Ronda Rousey's shadowboxing meme. Plus, we get a glimpse of impressive striking from Kyrie and a nod to Jorge Gergel's return to action. But is Alex Pereira's new physique enough to conquer the heavyweight division? Next, we're heading to UFC Seattle for a massive middleweight showdown and a pivotal women's flyweight bout. Get ready for UFC Seattle, headlined by a crucial middleweight clash between former two-time champion Israel Adesanya and rising star Joe Pyfer. Adesanya, once a dominant force, is in desperate need of a victory, having lost 3 consecutive bouts and sporting a 1-4 record in his last 5 appearances. His recent struggles include losses to Sean Strickland and Dricus du Plessis in title fights and a stunning knockout defeat to Nassourdine Imavov. Now Pyfer, with an impressive 6 wins in his last 7 octagon appearances, including victories over Kelvin Gastelum and Abus Magomedov, has the opportunity to significantly alter Adesanya's career trajectory. A win for Pyfer would propel him directly into the middleweight title conversation. The event also features a high-stakes co-main event where former UFC champ Alexa Grasso faces Macy Barber in a pivotal women's flyweight matchup. The preliminary card kicks off at 5 p.m. ET on Paramount+, with the main card starting at 8 p.m. ET, also on Paramount+. Will the last stylebender reclaim his glory, or will Pyfer cause a major upset? Stay tuned as we break down the biggest fights and the most shocking transformations in the UFC. Alex Pereira is making waves as he prepares to move up to the UFC heavyweight division, and he's looking every bit the part. The former middleweight and light heavyweight champion is set to challenge for the interim heavyweight title against Cyril Gane on June 14th at UFC White House. If Pereira secures the win, he'll make history as the first fighter to hold UFC championships in 3 different weight classes. Ahead of the highly anticipated bout, Pereira has been bulking up significantly, showcasing a physique that's turning heads. A video shared on social media shows the Brazilian striker weighing in at just under 250 pounds, a stark contrast to his previous weight classes. Pereira is coming off a knockout victory over Magomed Ankalaev to reclaim the light heavyweight title, and his resume includes wins over elite fighters like Jiri Prochazka, Jan Blachowicz, Israel Adesanya, and Sean Strickland. His opponent, Gane, is a formidable heavyweight contender who recently had his fight against Tom Aspinall end prematurely due to eye pokes, leading to the creation of the interim title. Can Pereira's new heavyweight power overcome Gane's striking prowess? Don't miss our full recap and what's next for these UFC titans. Brock Lesnar's UFC heel tactics, UFC 300 sales revealed, Israel Adesanya's critical fight at UFC Seattle, and Alex Pereira's incredible heavyweight transformation. It's been a packed show. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, and drop a comment with your biggest takeaway. Follow us on all social platforms for more exclusive content.